Best garden and landscape design ideas for small gardens, front yards, and backyards. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this presentation on garden design and landscape ideas for small gardens, front yards, and backyards. Today, we are not simply talking about plants, stones, or decorative features. We are exploring the art of transforming space, the philosophy of harmony between human living and natural beauty, and the trends that are shaping the present and the future of how we imagine our outdoor environments. When we speak about garden design, especially in urban and suburban contexts, we must recognize that space is increasingly limited. More and more people live in compact houses, in townhomes, or in apartments with modest yards or patios. Yet the desire to connect with nature, to find serenity in greenery, and to create a personal sanctuary has never been stronger. In fact, the smaller the space, the greater the challenge, and the greater the potential for creativity. The first concept we must understand is that small spaces require intentionality. Every element placed in a garden must serve multiple purposes: aesthetics, functionality, and emotional impact. Unlike large estates where sprawling lawns and wide borders can be used freely, small gardens and yards are like architectural puzzles. Each stone, each plant, each pathway must fit with precision. Modern designers approach these compact spaces the way architects approach modern houses: minimalist, but deeply meaningful. Instead of filling every corner with ornamental plants, they use structure and form to create balance. For example, a simple raised bed with neatly arranged succulents can function as both a focal point and a low-maintenance feature. A vertical trellis can provide greenery while also screening unwanted views from neighbors. The front yard is the first impression of any home, the handshake of architecture with the world outside. A well-designed front yard is not merely decorative, it communicates identity. Some homeowners prefer a formal, symmetrical design with clipped hedges and paved walkways leading to the door. Others lean toward a relaxed, cottage-style entrance, overflowing with flowers, herbs, and winding paths. The trend today emphasizes sustainability and authenticity. Instead of thirsty lawns, many front yards are being transformed into drought-resistant gardens. Gravel, native grasses, and perennial flowering plants are replacing traditional turf. This not only saves water, but also invites biodiversity, bees, butterflies, and birds that enrich the environment. Lighting has also become an essential part of front yard design. Path lights, recessed step lighting, and soft uplighting for trees or architectural features are now standard. These not only enhance security but also create atmosphere, allowing the home to shine at night with subtle elegance. Moving from the front yard to the backyard, we enter a more private domain. The backyard is not about making impressions, it is about creating experiences. This is where families gather, where children play, where adults relax after a long day. And just as interior design has shifted toward open, multifunctional spaces, backyard design is following suit. In modern backyards, zones are carefully defined. There may be a dining area with a pergola overhead, a lounging area with outdoor sofas, and perhaps a small water feature or fire pit for ambience. The goal is to create an outdoor room that extends the living space of the house. Materials such as natural stone, composite decking, and weatherproof furniture ensure that the backyard is not just beautiful, but practical throughout the seasons. No discussion of garden design would be complete without considering plants. Plant selection is the essence of landscape art. For small spaces, the choice of plants must be strategic. Designers often combine evergreen shrubs for year-round structure with seasonal flowers for bursts of color. Vertical planting, through wall planters, trellises, and green screens, has become especially important. Edible landscaping is also gaining momentum. Imagine a backyard where the borders are not only filled with ornamental plants, but also with herbs, fruit trees, or even raised vegetable beds. This integration of beauty and functionality reflects a growing desire for sustainability and self-sufficiency. Another emerging trend is the use of smart technology in gardens. Automatic irrigation systems, app-controlled lighting, and even weather-responsive sensors are becoming common in modern landscapes. These technologies reduce maintenance while maximizing efficiency. For example, a drip irrigation system connected to a weather app can ensure that your plants are watered only when necessary, saving both water and time. Furniture and decor are also evolving. Modular outdoor furniture allows homeowners to rearrange seating for different occasions. Materials like rattan, teak, and recycled plastics dominate the market, offering both durability and style. Accessories such as outdoor rugs, cushions, and even art installations are turning gardens into curated outdoor living rooms. If we look ahead, the future of garden and landscape design will be deeply influenced by climate change, urban density, and the human longing for nature. We are seeing the rise of rooftop gardens, balcony gardens, and community green spaces. Designers are experimenting with biophilic concepts, integrating natural patterns, textures, and organic forms into architecture. The garden of the future will not be separate from the home. It will be a natural extension of it, both physically and spiritually. To bring these ideas to life, imagine 3 scenarios. The first is a small urban front yard. Instead of a traditional grass lawn, the owner has chosen drought-tolerant ground covers, gravel paths, and ornamental grasses swaying in the breeze. A sculptural olive tree provides a Mediterranean feel, while solar-powered lanterns line the walkway. The space is both practical and poetic. The second is a compact backyard retreat. Here, a raised wooden deck hosts a dining table shaded by a pergola wrapped in flowering vines. To the side, a compact water fountain provides soothing sound, while potted citrus trees bring freshness and fragrance. Despite the limited space, the design creates the feeling of a private oasis. The third is a balcony garden for an apartment. Even without a yard, the principles of landscape design apply. Vertical planters filled with herbs line the railing. A small bistro set creates a dining corner, and LED string lights weave overhead for evening ambiance. The balcony becomes an extension of the living room, alive with greenery. What we have discussed so far is the foundation, the philosophy, the purpose, and the essential elements of garden and landscape design for small spaces, front yards, and backyards. We have explored how these designs are evolving, how they reflect both tradition and innovation, and how they bring joy and harmony into daily life. In the next stage, we will dive deeper into specific design styles, from minimalist Zen gardens to lush tropical escapes, and examine how each can be adapted to small spaces without losing its essence. We will also explore the role of cultural influences and the timeless dialogue between tradition and modernity in shaping the gardens of tomorrow. When we explore the diversity of garden and landscape design, styles become the guiding language through which we express personality, culture, and lifestyle. Just as architecture and interior design evolve across cultures, gardens mirror traditions, climates, and philosophies of living. Today, these styles are not bound by geography. A homeowner in London can create a Japanese Zen courtyard, while an apartment dweller in New York can experiment with a tropical balcony paradise. The beauty of modern design lies in adaptation, taking inspiration from global traditions and reshaping them for small gardens, front yards, and backyards. One of the most enduring styles is the Zen garden. Rooted in Japanese tradition, the Zen garden is defined by simplicity, minimalism, and balance. Gravel or sand raked into flowing patterns, stones placed with intention, and carefully pruned bonsai or pines form a composition that encourages contemplation. For small spaces, this style is ideal because it thrives on minimal elements and empty space rather than fullness. A tiny courtyard can feel expansive when designed as a Zen sanctuary. Water features such as a bamboo fountain add sound and movement without overwhelming the calm. In contrast, the tropical style embraces lushness, vibrancy, and sensory richness. Banana plants, palms, philodendrons, and ferns create a sense of immersion in greenery. The tropical garden thrives on layers, tall plants providing canopy, medium foliage filling space, and ground covers softening the soil. In small backyards, tropical themes can be achieved with containers and raised beds. Adding water, such as a small pond with lilies, or decorative features like tiki torches and woven furniture, enhances the sense of escape. This is not just a garden, it becomes a private resort at home. The Mediterranean style bridges elegance and relaxation. Inspired by coastal Italy, Greece, and Spain, it blends stone, terracotta, lavender, rosemary, olive trees, and citrus plants. A gravel courtyard with a wrought iron table, surrounded by planters bursting with herbs, creates the atmosphere of a villa. The Mediterranean garden is highly practical for small front yards because it relies on drought-resistant plants and hardscape surfaces. White walls, ceramic pots, and climbing vines complete the picture, offering warmth and timeless character. Modern minimalist design has become a dominant global trend. This style emphasizes geometry, clean lines, and monochromatic palettes. Concrete pavers, black steel planters, and simple evergreen shrubs define the space. The minimalist garden is about editing, removing what is unnecessary, and letting space itself speak. Lighting plays a critical role here, as subtle spotlights highlight architectural features or a single tree. Small gardens thrive under this approach because minimalism maximizes impact while reducing clutter. Meanwhile, cottage-style gardens remain beloved for their charm and abundance. Unlike minimalism, cottage gardens celebrate fullness. Winding paths, dense plantings, roses climbing trellises, and herbs spilling from borders create a natural, almost wild aesthetic. Even in compact front yards, a cottage-inspired entrance filled with lavender, daisies, and foxgloves welcomes visitors with color and fragrance. This style thrives on diversity, where vegetables, flowers, and shrubs coexist harmoniously, echoing the philosophy of utility and beauty interwoven. Cultural influences have shaped how gardens are perceived and designed throughout history. In Europe, formal gardens, such as those in France, emphasized symmetry, control, and grandeur, while in Asia, gardens represented harmony with nature and spiritual reflection. In the Middle East, courtyard gardens emphasized shade, water, and privacy, often using fountains and patterned tiles to create microclimates. Today, these traditions are reinterpreted in modern homes. A small backyard in California may integrate Middle Eastern elements, such as tiled water basins, while a Scandinavian home may favor natural wood, moss, and soft lighting to create a forest-inspired sanctuary. Beyond stylistic choices, one of the most significant influences shaping current and future design is sustainability. Water scarcity, rising temperatures, and environmental awareness are driving homeowners and designers to prioritize eco-friendly approaches. Native planting is at the forefront of this movement. Using local plants that are adapted to the climate reduces water usage, supports pollinators, and ensures resilience. Permeable paving allows rainwater to return to the soil, reducing runoff. Green roofs and walls maximize space efficiency while providing insulation benefits. Another major trend is the blending of indoor and outdoor living. Sliding glass doors, pergolas, and extended patios erase boundaries between the house and the garden. Small backyards often transform into outdoor living rooms, complete with kitchens, fireplaces, and weather-resistant entertainment systems. This integration reflects a cultural shift. Gardens are not separate spaces for occasional use, but are daily extensions of life. The rise of remote work further amplifies this trend, with outdoor offices becoming desirable. A shaded nook with Wi-Fi, comfortable seating, and greenery can become a productivity hub. Lighting has transitioned from being a mere functional element to a central design component. In small gardens, light defines space. String lights create intimacy, uplights add drama to trees, and recessed lights guide movement along pathways. New technologies allow color changes, dimming, and smart controls, enabling homeowners to alter ambience instantly. The interplay of light and shadow adds depth to even the smallest spaces. Furniture and materials also reflect evolving tastes. Weather-resistant fabrics allow outdoor sofas to feel like indoor lounges. Composite decking replicates wood's warmth without high maintenance. Recycled materials are increasingly embraced, signaling responsibility towards sustainability. Movable and modular designs provide flexibility, especially important in small spaces where areas must serve multiple purposes. A fascinating evolution in garden design is the revival of craftsmanship and artistry. While technology plays a growing role, people are also valuing handmade features. Carved stone basins, woven fences, ceramic tiles, and artisan pots. These elements add authenticity, grounding the garden in a tactile, human connection. Consider a case study of a small urban backyard designed in a modern minimalist style. Instead of clutter, the space is structured around a single Japanese maple tree. A stone path cuts diagonally across gravel, leading to a small wooden deck with sleek chairs. LED strips hidden beneath the decking outline the geometry at night. The design demonstrates that restraint can create serenity and sophistication even in a tiny footprint. Now imagine a Mediterranean-inspired front yard in a suburban home. The grass lawn has been replaced with terracotta tiles bordered by rosemary and thyme. Olive trees and ceramic pots flank the entry. A wrought iron bench offers seating under a pergola adorned with bougainvillea. This design requires little water but radiates warmth and timeless charm, greeting visitors with character rather than conformity. Lastly, consider a tropical balcony. Despite its limited size, vertical planters filled with philodendrons and ferns create lushness. A small water bowl with floating lilies adds tranquility, while rattan chairs and woven lanterns complete the ambiance. Even high above city streets, the essence of a tropical escape is possible. The interplay of tradition and modernity is evident in all these examples. Gardens are no longer bound by old definitions of luxury or size. Instead, they have become accessible canvases of self-expression. Whether minimalist or lush, traditional or futuristic, every garden tells a story of lifestyle, aspiration, and identity. As we look deeper into the future, emerging design movements such as regenerative landscapes and climate-adaptive gardens will shape the way we think about outdoor spaces. These concepts not only beautify but actively heal the environment, supporting soil health, air quality, and biodiversity. The garden becomes not only a retreat for humans, but a living ecosystem, contributing positively to the planet. The journey of garden and landscape design reveals that style is not superficial. It is philosophy made visible. In the next stage, the focus will shift toward the integration of technology, the impact of social behavior on outdoor living, and the visionary trends that will define the future of small gardens, front yards, and backyards. As technology advances and lifestyles evolve, the future of garden and landscape design is entering a new chapter. One that merges innovation with tradition, sustainability with style, and personal well-being with environmental responsibility. Small gardens, front yards, and backyards are no longer secondary spaces. They are becoming vital parts of how we live, work, and connect with the natural world. One of the most powerful shifts is the rise of smart gardens. Technology now allows us to manage irrigation, lighting, and even plant care from our phones. Automated watering systems respond to weather data, ensuring efficiency and conserving water. Soil sensors measure moisture and nutrients, sending updates to homeowners so they can adjust care accordingly. Robotic lawn care systems maintain green areas with minimal effort. Even vertical gardens can be monitored with hydroponic systems connected to apps, making it possible to grow herbs and vegetables year-round in compact spaces. These innovations are transforming gardens from passive spaces into intelligent, responsive environments. The integration of outdoor living with digital lifestyles is also shaping design. Outdoor spaces are increasingly equipped with Wi-Fi, sound systems, and weather-resistant screens. A backyard can function as a home theater, a remote office, or a yoga studio. Furniture is designed with this flexibility in mind, blending comfort with durability. Modular pieces that can be rearranged for gatherings, work, or solitude are becoming the new standard. The modern backyard is a multifunctional hub where leisure, productivity, and community intersect. Wellness is another defining theme. Gardens are not just about aesthetics, they are sanctuaries for mental health. The simple act of being surrounded by greenery lowers stress and boosts creativity. Designers are emphasizing sensory experiences. The sound of trickling water, the scent of lavender, the texture of stone paths underfoot. Spaces are being created for meditation, outdoor bathing, or simply sitting quietly with nature. The future garden is not only a visual pleasure, but a holistic retreat for body and mind. Climate change is reshaping priorities. Drought-tolerant plants, native landscapes, and eco-friendly materials are no longer optional. They are essential. Green infrastructure such as rain gardens, permeable paving, and bioswales is making its way into residential design. These features manage stormwater, reduce flooding, and replenish groundwater, turning small yards into micro-solutions for larger environmental challenges. The trend toward food security is also encouraging edible landscapes. Fruit trees, raised vegetable beds, and vertical hydroponic systems bring food production closer to home, reducing reliance on industrial supply chains while deepening personal connections with the land. Urban density presents unique challenges, but it has also inspired some of the most creative solutions. Rooftop gardens are flourishing, transforming unused surfaces into thriving ecosystems. Balcony gardens are evolving into miniature jungles, complete with smart irrigation and LED grow lights. Shared community courtyards are designed as social hubs, combining play areas, edible gardens, and gathering spaces. The concept of shared green living is gaining ground, blurring lines between private and communal landscapes. Aesthetic innovation continues to push boundaries. Designers are experimenting with new materials such as recycled composites, bioplastics, and sustainable concrete alternatives. These materials offer durability while reducing environmental impact. Artistic expression in gardens is also becoming more prominent. Sculptures, murals, and light installations bring a cultural dimension to outdoor spaces. The garden becomes not only a natural space but also a gallery, an intersection of art, architecture, and ecology. Social behavior is influencing design as well. The rise of small gatherings and intimate outdoor dining experiences is shaping backyards into cozy entertainment zones. Fire pits, outdoor kitchens, and built-in seating arrangements are now common features. In compact settings, foldable furniture and collapsible structures maximize flexibility. This cultural shift reflects a deeper yearning for connection. Hosting friends and family in welcoming outdoor spaces strengthens bonds and nurtures community. The role of lighting in future gardens deserves special attention. Beyond functionality, lighting design has become an art form. Programmable LED systems allow homeowners to change colors, intensities, and moods with a touch. Imagine a backyard that glows with warm amber during a family dinner, shifts to vibrant hues for a party, and transitions to soft white for a moment of solitude. Lighting now shapes not only visibility, but emotional atmosphere, elevating the entire outdoor experience. One cannot overlook the symbolic power of water in garden design. As sustainability drives innovation, water features are evolving to become more efficient and purposeful. Recirculating fountains, rainwater collection systems, and natural swimming pools are gaining popularity. These elements offer serenity while conserving resources. Even in small gardens, a tabletop fountain or a slender reflecting pool introduces movement, sound, and balance. Water connects us emotionally to nature, reminding us of its essential role in life. Future-forward visions are also exploring biophilic design at deeper levels. This movement emphasizes patterns found in nature, curves, fractals, organic textures within architecture and gardens alike. Pergolas inspired by tree canopies, paths echoing river flows, and seating shaped like natural stones create harmony between built and natural worlds. This philosophy does not simply imitate nature, it seeks to restore our innate connection with it. Imagine a futuristic scenario where a small front yard is entirely self-sustaining. Solar panels integrated into pergolas power garden lighting and irrigation. Rainwater collected from rooftops irrigates raised beds filled with vegetables. A green wall insulates the home while filtering air. Pollinator-friendly plants attract bees, supporting local ecosystems. This is not science fiction, but a growing reality. Small gardens transforming into engines of resilience. Consider a backyard designed for wellness and community. A yoga deck shaded by trees doubles as a play area for children. Raised planters supply herbs for cooking, while a circular fire pit invites storytelling at night. Smart lighting adapts to each activity, creating intimacy or vibrancy as needed. This backyard reflects the new paradigm, a space that serves family, friends, health, and the environment in equal measure. Even the smallest balcony can embody futuristic trends. Vertical hydroponic towers provide fresh greens daily. A foldable desk allows remote work surrounded by plants. Lightweight, modular furniture adapts for meals, relaxation, or exercise. Solar-powered lights keep the space alive after sunset. This balcony, though modest in size, embodies the richness of design when technology, sustainability, and creativity converge. The future of garden and landscape design is, at its core, a story of integration. Integration of home and garden, of human life and natural cycles, of technology and tradition. Small gardens, front yards, and backyards are not limited by their size. They are empowered by innovation and imagination. Each design choice, from the selection of a drought-resistant shrub to the installation of a smart irrigation system, reflects values of care, responsibility, and beauty. The ultimate vision is clear. Gardens will be living systems that nurture us as much as we nurture them. They will be sanctuaries of wellness, platforms for creativity, and engines of sustainability. They will teach us to live in harmony with the planet while offering daily joy and inspiration. Whether a compact balcony, a modest front yard, or a cozy backyard, every space holds the potential to become a masterpiece of design, a testament to the future of human and natural coexistence.